Hey guys! I'm back home and I continue book club, so welcome to book club number 5. Today we're talking about Cassandra Clare's third book in her Mortal Instruments series, City of Glass. The best book in my opinion. So this is what we're talking about today. Before we start talking about that, let me just take 1 second to talk about frickin' Eclipse trailer, okay? That came out April 23rd on Friday. Yeah, that Friday. I watched it and I'm like freaking out. If no one's like freaking out too. Sorry, you guys get to hear me fangirl for like a second. Okay, I don't know how many times I watched it. I was like pause, like watching the whole thing, but like, how awesome does it look? I have high hopes for David Slade, because seriously, oh my god, the fight scene, did you see Alice, like, she was like flipping over that guy, when they're all running at each other, it's like, and it's like so intense, and like, this side and this side, and the camera is like shaking and coming towards them. Oh my god, I am so excited. It looks so good. The shots look so cool. The music on the trailer, how intense. Where's my other earring? I'm only wearing one earring. I do not know why. I love the music. It's like, and it's like so intense. And you're like, when you're like watching it, it's like epic. And then it's like, dum. It's called 2 Steps from Hell. I downloaded it. I know I'm a loser. Anyway, now that we're done with that. Okay. City of Glass, Cassandra Clare. Awesome book. So, first of all, this book made me laugh. First of all, this book made me laugh seriously like every 5 seconds. Let's talk about this. This is spoilery. So if you haven't read this book and you want to read this book, or you don't like being spoiled, I would go read it first. It's one of those things you can't put down. Seriously, go read it. And if you don't like reading books, and you don't like book stuff and stuff, so go check out our other videos. Just stop watching this then, you know? Because we have lots of other videos. We got dance videos, parody videos, music videos, vlogs that are like comedic. Yeah. So peace out if you don't like books. Anyway, taking back to this book. Okay, so much happens in this book. So it starts out with Clary is gonna go with Jace and the whole Alec family. Why can't I remember their last name? Give me a second. Lightwood, their last name is Lightwood. Clary's all set to go to Alicante, the Shadow Hunter country. She's all set to go, and Jace is like, doesn't want her to go because he's being all protective. So Jace is like, Simon, don't tell Clary, but we're changing the time, we're leaving now, we're not leaving later. And I thought that was really mean to Clary, didn't you? Like, I felt so bad. Clary's like, oh, this jacket and all this cool stuff, good Alicante, yay. Okay, wanna hear a part that I like from like the first 2 chapters? It's right, you know, that part that I was just talking about. They're leaving without Clary, and Jace called Simon there to tell him that he's looking at him because it's like the sun's out, and Simon's a vampire, so it's supposed to be in the sun, but you know, since he drank Jace's blood, he can go out in the sun. It's like, so it's true, you can walk in the sunlight. Even the midday sun doesn't burn you. And Simon's like, yeah, but you knew that. You were there when the sun rose and he almost died. Jace is like, I thought perhaps it may have worn off. Simon's like, if I feel the urge to burst into flames, I'll let you know. Look, did you ask me to come all the way uptown just so that you could stare at me like I was something in a petri dish? Next time, I'll send you a photo. And Jace is like, and I'll frame it and put it on my nightstand. They're like, they leave without her. And yeah, it sucks. And they get all attacked, and Simon gets attacked. Jace has to like pick him up and take him with him through the porthole. Then Clary comes, and she creates her own porthole. And seriously, she just like jumps through it, like she knows everything. You know, she falls into that lake. Clary, you're such an idiot. Like, you have to wait for people. Like, I understand, like, I would want to go too, and I'd be like, yeah, go through the porthole. But like, ask Luke so that way you don't land in a pit of poisonous water. So let's talk about Sebastian. So we meet this guy, Sebastian, and he supposedly is the penthouse cousin. From the beginning, like, did you get like creepy feelings from him? Like, I was like, I don't like that guy. I hate him. So what do you think about him in the beginning? Jace doesn't really like him, so I'm like, okay, Jace doesn't like him. Obviously, I love Jace, so trust your judgment. This is Sebastian on the cover. Like, when I got this, I thought that was Alec, but it's actually that asshole, Sebastian. He gets the honor of having the cover. Aline is one of the penthouse that Jace and Isabel and Alec are staying with. What did you think about her? I guess she's nice or whatever. I was so angry when, like, Clary runs in and she's, like, making out with Jace in his room or whatever. It's like, oh, Clary. Like, she just ran all this way. She went through a dumb porthole. She almost died to come see you. And you're freaking making out with some random girl. He said he just had to try to get over his sister. Like, he's all guilty about himself, like feeling bad about himself because he's in love with his sister. She's not your sister! Seriously. Like, when are you gonna get that through your head? Jace is constantly, like, punishing himself. Jace, seriously. You're like an angel. Like, you know, Yeah, he is Angel. No downworlders are allowed in Alicante, and of course, Simon gets pulled in because he's dying, and Jace saves him, and gets to Alicante, and he's a vampire, so gets thrown in jail. Bad stuff happens to Simon. What else is new? Do you feel bad for him? I feel bad for him, but like, whatever, you know? What am I gonna do? Simon's always having bad things, and I'm just like, I'm over it. You're just bad luck, you know? So Sebastian and Clary. So they end up like going out together to find the warlock to help her mom. Oh my god, when the warlock turns out to be Magnus, that's so funny. I was like, get away from Clary, like, she's with Jace. Then they kiss, and she's like, it felt like I was falling into a pit of darkness. It was wrong. It was wrong because it was your actual brother, God. Okay, did you guys call that actual brother thing? I knew it from like right in the beginning. I figured it out, and I was like, God, this is so irritating. No one else knew that Sebastian was evil. And then that part when Sebastian faster than Jace, I was like, no, this isn't happening. It's because he has demon blood in him. And so eventually Jace and Clary go on the hunt together to find the Book of White, which has the formula in it to save Clary's mom. So they go to the old Wayland mansion where Jace grew up with Valentine, and they go in the basement and they find like where he did all these experiments. He like tortured all different creatures, like vampires and fairies, and he had an angel that he had been like, torturing, and he shows them what happened. He shows Valentine getting demon blood for one of his children, but it's actually Sebastian, not Jace, and Jace is like feeling like he should kill himself because he's like demon blood in him. Like, so annoying. The house like explodes, and Jace like saves Clary, and then they have this hot, steamy like make-out session in the ground. Finally, you guys stop being brother and sister because you're not brother and sister. Jace says something about being demon blood or like, that's why I like you, I understand it now. And then Clary's like, you think you only like me because you have demon blood in you? Seriously? And then they get in another argument. They're always fighting about something dumb. Now that Jake knows that he's demon blood in him, which he doesn't, he like doesn't care if he dies or not, which is really irritating because I care if you die, Jace. I hate you being so suicidal. The end of this book is so freaking intense. I can't explain the whole thing because you have to read the book. It's awesome. Anyway, oh my god, I forgot about Max. How sad is it when Max dies? So the end is so intense, seriously. Jace is going to find Valentine. He meets Sebastian. Sebastian, seriously, like, almost kills him. Like, he gets stabbed and stuff. I mean, Jace can hold his own, but Sebastian is even faster. Right when Jace is about to die, Isabel, she saves him. How scared were you at that part? Seriously, I was like, Jace is in trouble. Like, that never happens because Jace is so badass. Like, Simon's, like, puts that mark on his head so he won't get killed by all the vampires. The mark of Cain. That's kind of confusing. I don't really get it. I guess it stays on him forever. Supposedly whoever wears it is cursed, but like Simon's already freaking cursed. Claire ends up where Valentine is, and Valentine puts this like non-speaking ruin on her. Jace shows up to kill Valentine after he's killed Sebastian, finally. Jace has a sword, but Valentine gets it and stabs him. And oh my god, I was like, Jace did not just die, and Jace did die. That was so scary. I was so upset, but I was like, no, it's not gonna end like this. Something's gonna happen. He's not really dead. So Valentine is like raising the angel Raziel from the lake, the mirror lake. He gets one wish. Clary at the last second, she like changes the ruins that are saying that Valentine's raising him and just changes it so that she's raising him. And Clary gets one wish. Clary wishes for Jace to have his life back. Wasn't everyone so relieved? I was like, I think the end was a little anticlimactic because I thought this was the end of the series, but it's not. There's another book. And the end is just like Clary and Jace are sitting together by fireworks. Yeah, it's nice. It's cute. Simon, he's got Maya likes him and Isabel likes him. The next book is going to be like Ladies Man. Who do you think is going to pick, Maya or Isabel? Or who do you want him to pick? I like Isabel better. No offense, Maya, but she's cooler. So much that happens. Like, I'm just like seriously like bouncing over the book, like in parts that I remember that stick out to me. There's this huge battle with the demons. Alec comes out to his parents, and he and Magnus are together now, like official couple. Jace and Clary finally find out they're not frickin' brother and sister. Sebastian is her brother. Such a relief when they knew. We knew. They didn't know, and it was just like, no already! It was so cute when he like slept over. What was your favorite part of the book? These are some of my favorite parts, obviously. What were your first impressions of Sebastian? So let me know, or else, you know, talking to myself, like I said, what did you think of the end? If you haven't heard by now, I think I've said it like a million times, but City of Fallen Angels is released next March. Clary's mom. Were you surprised when she was like back from the dead? I'm getting married to Luke in the next one, which is going to be really cute. I'm excited about that. Yeah, what are you excited to see in the next book? Oh, Claire is going to be training, Shadowhunter training. What do you think is going to happen? But yeah, okay, that's all I'm going to say about this book. If I missed your favorite part, tell me about your favorite part. I love this book, and I love talking about it. Yeah, so now that I'm home, there's going to be like lots of cool stuff I can do. We have a little short party coming up. We have a big musical-y thing coming up over the summer. So add us on Facebook. If you want to add us on Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/CMRproductions with a Z, not an S at the end. If you want to add us on Twitter, Twitter is twitter.com/CMRproductions with a Z. Or if you want to add me on Twitter, twitter.com/XTINEMAY. If you want to add Olivia on Twitter, it's teddybear1193. If you want to watch something funny, seriously go check out Olivia's vlog. I've cried laughing at them. How to get that mysterious look, that's my favorite. Subscribe if you like these, comment, thumbs up if you can't rate anymore. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. You're awesome, 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 awesome. Okay.